Hey, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate on how to import items into your Shopify store using the Anstrex extension, which is available in the Chrome Web Store. So what I have here on my account is I have a Shopify store that's connected to the Anstrex platform, and I also have the Chrome extension installed on this browser. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and import some items from different suppliers. So first, I'm going to go to AliExpress, which is one of the biggest suppliers for dropshippers, and I'm going to just import some items which I have randomly chosen earlier. So this is one of the first items, and I wanted to choose this one because I wanted to demonstrate one of the limitations of the Shopify platform here, and I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to show you what that is. So first of all, when you click on the extension icon right here, it opens a modal window and it populates different fields which it grabs from this page here. So you have the title here, and then you have a selling price, which is automatically determined based on the configuration of your store settings within the Anstrex platform. So what I have done in my store settings here is that I have set the selling price of the product as 2x of the selling price here in AliExpress, and the comparative price value is at 4x. The other fields that are imported include the category of the product and the vendor name. And here you have a drop-down menu which lists all the stores which are connected to your account on Anstrex. In this case, I have the WooCommerce store, which is another store I have connected to the account, and I'm going to change that to my Shopify store here because I want to import this item into Shopify. And then you have a drop down for the product boards. These product boards are basically used to store the data or store the products into the Anstrex platform without sending it to the store itself. And in this video, we are not going to do that, so I'm not going to cover that part right now. Then you have a description tag which imports the entire description from AliExpress. Usually these descriptions are highly verbose, and it's a good idea to shorten them, and you can do that here right within this window using the editor that we have provided, and you can format the text, add other images, or put links, align the text, etc., etc. Again, for this video I'm not going to do anything, but generally speaking, it's a good idea to edit this description and make it shorter. The next tab we have is variants, and you will see here the variants that are for this particular product. In this case, we have two variants, color and the shipping country here. Since this item is being shipped from several different countries, this has SKUs or individual SKUs from different countries, and generally speaking, again, it's a good idea to remove all these countries and keep only one of them, one that is closest to where your clientele is located. In this case, I'm going to remove all the shipped from countries except United States. And the last tab here is the image tab. So this particular tab again grabs the images from this page, and then it will be sent to the store. Again, you have the liberty to remove certain images if you wish to do that by clicking on this cross icon. So we have pretty much everything ready, and I'm going to go ahead and send this item to my store. So the item is immediately queued into our system, and as soon as it is sent to the store, we get this message. By the way, you don't need to keep this window open for this message to appear. The task already occurs in the background, and this window can be closed immediately after pressing this send to my store button. So let's go into our store and make sure that the product is imported here. So we'll go into our store admin section and then click on the products here and refresh this screen. And as you can see, the product is already here. So let's just click on the product and make sure all the fields are imported. Okay, as you can see here, the title is imported. The entire product description that we saw earlier in the modal window on the extension is also imported as well. You have all the images listed here, and then you have the variants listed here. One of them is color, and another one is the ship from country. Now I want to show you one of the problems that I mentioned earlier with Shopify platform, and in general the way the item is imported into the store using our Chrome extension. So what we are going to do is we're going to preview this product on how it will look within the Shopify product page, and this is what it looks like. And you have two different drop downs here. One of them is of course the color, and there are multiple colors available. And again, it's a good idea to change these to actual color values rather than keeping them as numbers, but this has to be done manually, unfortunately. And the other one is the ship from country, which is also imported into the system, and this usually is not required, and it's probably not a good idea to show this information to the end user. So what we are going to do is show you how to get rid of this particular box, because your users or your customers don't really need to know where the item is being shipped from. So we are going to import this item one more time, and I'm going to show you on exactly what to do to remove this option. So let's go here again, click on the extension icon and let it populate. And under variants, again, I'm going to remove all the ship from countries except United States. Now, as soon as I have one country selected here, you see an additional icon here, which is used to hide this information when you import the product into the Shopify store. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this to hide this information, and then send this item again back to my store, and we'll see how it looks. Now I'm going to refresh this again. Okay, so now I have the new entry right here, and when I go and preview this, you can see that the ship from country option has been removed, and the product layout now looks much cleaner, and you don't have to worry about that field being present here. So this is one of the important features of Anstrex, and it is only needed for AliExpress, because the way AliExpress encodes different variants is it creates individual SKUs for each country or each ship from country, and therefore we get this information from their page into our extension, and we usually pass it on to Shopify, but in most cases it's really not needed, but we give the user the option to keep it or to remove it from the user interface that is facing the customer. The other important information that I wanted to cover is that it also imports the inventory of the product, and we are able to import that information right into your Shopify store. So if you look here, you will see the quantity being tracked for each SKU or each variant here, and this comes in handy just in case if the product goes out of stock at the supplier site. You will be immediately notified about it, and you will have an option to take a corrective action. So let's go ahead and import another item from AliExpress. This time I have chosen this particular item because if you go here under the variants tab, you will see that this particular product has total variant count greater than 100. So if you were to look at all the possible combination of the length and the color, the number comes out to be more than 100, 104 to be precise. So we show this warning to the customer saying that this item cannot be imported as it is, because Shopify has a hard limit of allowing only 100 variants per product, and this is something that is an internal limit built into the system, and there's not much we can do about it. And unfortunately, what you have to do here is to remove certain number of variants that you deem unnecessary, and you will have to get this count below 100. So I'm going to just remove these random categories from this list, and this one as well. So as you can see, the total variant count now is 88, and this product is ready to be imported into the store. Again, I just want to make sure that everything else looks good. So I'm going to go through all the tabs here. Description looks good. Variants are there. In this case, the item is only being shipped from one country, that is China. So we don't have that as an option here. So we don't need to worry about removing certain ship from countries here. And then here are all the images that will be imported into the store. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to the store. And next we are going to go to another supplier, and we are going to do an import of this particular product, which is the eyebrow color. And this is from Banggood, by the way, which is another popular dropship supplier. And I'm going to just click on the icon here, Chrome extension icon, and look at the data before I import the product. And as you can see, the title, the price, category, vendor name, etc., is all populated. And the description is also populated as well. We have several different variants here. Again, I think it's a good idea to replace these numbers manually, and probably use more descriptive terms here, like the color name or something like that. And then let's look at the images tab. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and send this item to the store. And this is another item that I have pre-selected, and in this case I've chosen Wayfair to be our supplier. And again, I'm going to follow the same process. Just click on the extension icon, make sure all the fields looking good. There are no variants for this one, and then we have all the images ready to go. So again, send it to the store. And then I have one last item that I chose from Target. All the data here looks good, no variant again, and I'm going to send this to my store again. So we have kind of selected a few products in the same niche, basically women's cosmetics, and just built a store with a few products within matter of minutes. So it just basically tells you how easy and powerful this platform is, and how effective it is to save you a ton of time to get things done, which would manually take multiple hours, if not more. So let's go back here to the products page in our Shopify console. And as you can see, all the items are imported. Everything is looking good. And we are going to remove one of the duplicate items here and delete it. So the duplicate is now removed. And as you can see, all these products have not yet been listed on the store, or they're not visible to the customer. If you go to the store page, you will not be able to see any product. And let me show you what the product page would look like right now. As you can see, it's completely empty. The reason being that these have no available sales channel. As you can see here, these are all zero sales channels. The way we like to typically do this is not to directly make these products visible to the users or to the customers of your store without making sure that you manually review these products before you do that. So you need to do this additional step of making these products visible, and you can do that very quickly in bulk using this particular option called add available sales channel or add available channels. And as you can see, now all of the products are active, and when I go to my store page and refresh this page, I see all the products being listed. So there you have it. Your store was built in a matter of minutes here using Anstrex, and you can continue to add more products and modify as necessary. The other thing that I want to quickly show you is that these products are not just visible in your store, but they are also visible in the platform itself. And you can go to the imported products in Anstrex on the sidebar menu, and then go and click on your store tab, the Shopify store tab. Since I have multiple stores connected here, each store has its own individual tab and shows the products. And here you can see all the products, and this screen allows you to edit the products right from here, and any changes that you make here will be immediately conveyed to your store, and all the edits will be visible immediately within your Shopify store. So in general, if you have multiple stores, this gives you a very nice user interface to control and edit all the products from one single user interface. And with that, I would like to end this video, and I hope that I've been able to show you how easy it is to import products into a Shopify store from several different suppliers using the Anstrex tools. And I'll see you again in another video. Until then, cheers.